welcome everyone to my 2022 FIFA World Cup Qatar predictions here on UCATT FC. I'm really excited for this World Cup predictions. My first one on UCATT FC. Hopefully we've got another one in 4 years to come. Hopefully this channel's still running in 2026. Next World Cup's in the US, Canada and Mexico. I know that's a bit irrelevant, but here we go. By the way, just quickly, World Cup kit check. I'm going to try to get a lot of World Cup kits to wear all throughout the World Cup in videos. Today, we have the Team USA away kit. Got Nike on the sleeves. I think it's an absolutely lovely kit, to be honest. But here we go. The World Cup predictions. It doesn't get much bigger than this when it comes to predictions. I'm going to pick my group order, and then we're going to go to the knockouts, see who I think will win the FIFA World Cup in the bracket. So, here we go. A few of these are going to be really easy, and look, I'm not going to have a massive explanation for a lot of these teams, because I'd be lying if I said I could give you in-depth analysis about Saudi Arabia, Morocco, Qatar, and Tunisia. I just couldn't. So, let's just get into this, and I'm going to try my best to predict this World Cup. I might even do a video at the end of the World Cup reacting to my predictions. So, here we go. Group A, I think it's a pretty straightforward group to predict. I think Qatar go fourth, no matter what. And I think Ecuador have a better chance than a lot of people believe, especially considering Sadio Mane's out. But I think Ecuador go third, and obviously Qatar, they have no football history. Senegal and Netherlands, it's not that tough. I think Netherlands will finish first and Senegal second. I think Senegal still have a really good side. Is Mane going to be fit? I'm actually not sure. I think he is out, but yeah, I could be wrong on that. But I still think I think the Dutch are going to be a real dark horse in this competition. I think there's a few dark horses such as Canada, Denmark, and the Netherlands that could go deep into the tournament. But I think the Dutch will top this group, and yeah, I think they're going to have a really good tournament. I've got really good depth all around the pitch. Louis van Gaal is their manager. I think the Dutch will do well. I'd be shocked if England don't finish first, and I'd be shocked if Iran don't finish last. I think England first, Iran fourth is a locked-in Group B prediction for mine. Then it gets tough, because for me, the USA and Wales are they're two tough things to predict. I'm actually going to go Wales to go through, and I'm going to put the USA in third. I think Wales, they've got, when you come to the World Cup, you need physicality. The Premier League is a very physical league, and Wales have Premier League experience, and a lot of it. The US, I'm just not sure. It's a very MLS-orientated team. I don't know. I think Wales are going to get through this group. I have a funny feeling about Wales. It's their first World Cup in who knows long. Is it their first World Cup? I'm not sure. I don't think it is. But yeah, it's a rare occurrence for Wales to be in the World Cup. And I think they're going to put on a show for their fans to remember. I'm going Wales and England to go through to represent the United Kingdom. Group C. This is straightforward for me with Argentina first, Saudi Arabia fourth. Saudi I know nothing about. Argentina, one of the favourites of the tournament. Although, I feel like they're a team vulnerable of being knocked out early in Messi's last World Cup. Then it's either Mexico or Poland. I had a little bit of a consideration, but I'm actually just going Mexico third, Poland second. Poland led by Robert Lewandowski if he gets there. If that midfield gets rolling, with Szczesny in goal as well. That midfield gets rolling. I think Lewandowski's a real World Cup Golden Boot chance for Poland, because there's not going to be really any other teams knocking on the door. For me, I'm going Denmark to top Group D. Not France, not Australia, not Tunisia. I'm going Denmark to top Group D. And call me fucking biased if you want. The World Cup curse. It's happened the last 5 World Cups or so. The winner from the previous World Cup has not made it out the group stage. I think it is going to happen again. My big call of the day, France third, and then it's between Australia and Tunisia. And to be honest, when you get down to these two nations, they're so evenly split, it's full bias to Australia. Do I think this could happen? Yes. Do I think we have a much weaker World Cup squad than 2018 and 2014? Yes. I mean, the likes of 2014, you have Mark Bresciano in the midfield. In 2018, you have Mile Jedinak in the midfield. And then 14-18, you also have Tim Cahill up front. Jamie McLaren, he'll get a chance as Australia's striker this year, along with a new-look midfielder of Adrian Krustic, who'll have a really good chance to showcase his skills. Possibly Aaron Moyes' last World Cup. He's getting older. Yeah, I think we're going to go through ahead of France to keep the World Cup winners curse going. Although this isn't a popular opinion, I'm going to do it. Group E, Costa Rica 4th, Japan 3rd. And then I'm going to go Spain second, and I'm going to go Germany first. I think Spain's World Cup squad selection is really poor, to be honest. Yeah, I'm not a fan of their World Cup squad selection. I mean, not taking Sergio Ramos, I'm sorry, but you need physicality in a World Cup. Not taking David De Gea is also beyond me. I mean, what, 55-man squad and David De Gea's not in there with 5 goalkeepers? Are you mad? I know they reduced it, so De Gea wasn't there anyway, but oh my god. And then Germany first, I think they're such a well-rounded team, with the midfield of Goretzka, Kimmich, and Muller. I think Germany are going to have a good tournament. Group F, upset alert. Upset alert. Is this an upset? I'm not sure. Morocco fourth. I don't think anyone's going to complain about that. Then I'm going to go Belgium first, and I'm going to go my heritage. My heritage. Where I'm from, I'm not actually from there, but this is my heritage, Croatia. I've supported them in the World Cups for years. But I'm going to put them in third, and I'm going to go Canada. Canada in second. I think Croatia, they have the experience for a World Cup. I just feel like there may be a few old legs, like a few injuries could be picked up along the way. And I also think Canada could genuinely be a better team than them in the World Cup this year. I think it's going to be a real good threat, the Canadians. Alphonso Davies, left back, Jonathan David up top. They've got really good international depth that the US don't actually have. They've got a lot of players playing all around the world. I think the Canadians are going to be a real strong dark horse this year. I can't wait to see what they're going to do in the tournament. They're going to be one of my favourite teams to watch, to be honest, Canada. And then Group G, we have Brazil, Serbia, Switzerland, Cameroon. A very tough group to predict apart from Brazil first. Although, knowing how the World Cup works, Brazil will finish second somehow, but Brazil first. Then this is tough. I'm going to go with... It's between Switzerland and Cameroon for me. I'm going to go with Switzerland. I'm then going to go with Cameroon. I'm then going to go with Serbia. I don't see anything in Serbia this year. Cameroon are a good shot. It's between Cameroon and Switzerland. Alright, I'm going to put the Swiss through. That's a real tough group to predict, apart from Brazil, obviously. Group H... this is so easy in my eyes. Portugal, Uruguay, Korea, Ghana. I think Portugal's Portugal. They've just got such good depth all around the pitch. Uruguay, they have got Federico Valverde in Ballon d'Or form, dipping balls into the likes of Nunez, Cavani, Suarez. Bloody hell. Uruguay are going to be a real tough force this year. Another dark horse, you could say. South Korea, they've got Son, and that's about it. And Ghana, I don't know a lot about. So, there is my group stage. Let's go to the knockouts. See how this will pan out. So, the round of 16, we have Netherlands taking... Oh, what's happened here? Netherlands taking on Wales. The Dutch versus the Welsh. I'm going to go with Netherlands. Pretty easy for me in the end. I think the Welsh have the ability to cause an upset, but Netherlands are just so well-rounded all around the pitch. They'll have the World Cup experience, and they will go through into the quarterfinals. If we have to play Argentina, we are winning. No. I mean, look, if we make the round of 16, it's a success. If we make the round of 16, it's a successful tournament. Our second ever time making it to the knockouts. Our first time since 2006. It would be just a complete success if we make it to the round of 16. Quarterfinals is a bridge too far. Argentina to batter us in the round of 16. Germany versus Canada. And I think that Canada have a real good shot at winning this game. But, unfortunately, I think Germany will go through. I think it's a little bit too tough to predict an upset there. I don't see the Canadians getting past the Germans in the round of 16. Although England did do it in the Euros, I think Canada's a bridge too far. Brazil versus Uruguay. Uruguay, a dark horse chance, not against Brazil. It's a bit unfortunate Uruguay's draw has panned out to play against Brazil. But it's going to be Germany versus Brazil in the quarterfinals, a rematch of the World Cup semi-finals in 2014, that famous 7-2 game. England versus Senegal. I think Senegal are a really well-rounded team. I'm excited to see what they can do in the tournament, but even with Gareth Southgate playing a boring style of football on a back five, I think England will go through the quarterfinals with a win over Senegal. Denmark versus Poland. I think Denmark will get the job done here, although, you've got Lewandowski up top. For Poland, they haven't got a real well-rounded side apart from that. Denmark, although they don't have that one superstar player, like you could say Eriksen, but he's not that superstar caliber, although he can be a midfield maestro at his best, like he has been at Man United a lot this season. But no, I think Denmark are probably my number one dark horse prediction of the tournament. I think they will beat Poland. Belgium vs Spain. What a contest this would be. I'm going to end up going with the Belgians. I'm going to go Belgium. I think Spain, I don't rate Spain a lot this year. I really don't rate Spain a lot. And I don't rate Belgium a lot, to be honest, either. But it's all come down to who I rate more, and that's going to be Belgium. KDB putting balls into hopefully on-form Lukaku, because on-form Lukaku is the Lukaku you love to see. Like, that Euros 2020 Lukaku, oh my god, how good was he? Portugal, Portugal. Quarterfinals, we have Netherlands versus Argentina. Netherlands versus Argentina. And you know what? I'm going to go with the Dutch. I'm going to go with the Dutch. How's the Dutch accent go? I'm going to go with the Dutch. I'm going to go with the Dutch. That's shocking. But I'm going to go with the Dutch to beat Argentina in the quarterfinals. Messi's out in the quarterfinals in his last ever World Cup. You know what? I don't want this to be a stock standard boring prediction. I want an upset, and I don't think this is too out of the realms of possibility. I think the Netherlands will beat Argentina in the quarterfinals and cause a massive shock. How good would that be? What's happened here? Oh, God. Yeah, the Dutch will win, in my opinion. How big would that be? And now, Germany versus Brazil. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. This game would be absolutely ridiculous. Brazil, in my eyes, is a much better team. That's why I think they're going to beat Germany. Obviously, Germany have the upset potential with the squad they have. But I think Brazil are easily the best team in the World Cup this year. I think they're going to head through to play Netherlands in the semi-finals. But, wow. Yeah. Germany, I wouldn't be shocked if they win it. Although, I do think Brazil are easily the best team. England, Denmark. We've got a Euros 2020 semi-final rematch where Harry Kane famously scored a 110th minute winner or something from the rebound and penalty. I'm going to go with Denmark. I'm really going to go with Denmark against England. And that I don't even think that's even considered an upset at this point. I think when you get to a quarterfinal and you're playing such a attacking-minded side in the midfield, I don't think England's side is going to hold up with the back five of Maguire, Stones, and probably Kyle Walker at centre-back. I just don't think they're going to hold up England. If they try and park the bus, Denmark will press them. Yeah, I think Denmark would beat England here. Belgium, Portugal. I'm going to go with the Portuguese. I think Portugal are better than Belgium this year. And I think that, yeah, they'll go through against Belgium. Although they have a very good chance. Belgium have star power all around the pitch. Portugal have superstar power all around the pitch. We've led the semi-finals to Netherlands versus Brazil and Denmark versus Portugal. These would be two cracking semi-finals. Starting off with the Dutch and the Brazilians. I hate to do it to you, Dutch, but I'm going with the Brazilians to win it. Oh no. I'm going with the Brazilians to win this one quite comfortably into the final. I don't think the Dutch will take it a lot up to the Brazilians. When it comes to a World Cup semi-final. I mean, Brazil could pick up injuries. We never know how this tournament's going to pan out. The World Cup brings surprises every year when we think there's a clear favourite. But I'm going to go Brazil. Now we've got Denmark and Portugal in the other World Cup semi-final. And Denmark have such a good shot. Denmark have such a good shot at doing this. But I'm going to go Portugal. In Ronaldo's last World Cup, as much as Ronaldo's been a controversial figure, to say the least, in the past week or so, I'm going to go Ronaldo, Bruno Fernandes, Diogo Jota, Rafael Leao, Guerreiro, Costa. Yeah, I've got such a good team. Ruben Diaz, Pepe. Yeah, I mean, what a team Portugal have. I think they're so well-rounded, they have to go into the final. Which means the third place playoff would be between Netherlands and Denmark. I think that at such a 50-50 game, it could go either way. I'm going to go Denmark. And the World Cup final, for me, in 2022, is going to be Brazil versus Portugal. And I think that it will be... Can I pick the scores? I can't. I'm going to go with Brazil or Portugal. I'm going to go with Brazil. I'm going to go with Brazil. Can I pick my score, please? I'm going to go with Brazil 2... Portugal 1. I'm going to go Brazil to lead 2-0 for most of the game. Pretty much control it. But then Portugal to pinch it. Pinch a goal right in like the 85th minute. Give themselves a slight chance. Just have a full-on Brazil park the bus. Portugal just have a full-on attacking game. They move to a back six. They bring Militao, Casemiro, the whole lot into centre-back, Marquinhos, and they end up grinding out a defensive result in the last 5 minutes. I think Brazil will win it 2-1. Yeah, so there we go. There are my World Cup predictions. Brazil to win the World Cup. Let me know. That's some of your predictions and the thoughts on those down in the comments. I'll see you all next time. Cheers.